Ever wonder what made 60s parties unforgettable? It wasn't just the music or fashion, it was the food. Join us as we explore the iconic dishes that brought everyone together. Pigs in a blanket, a bite-sized delight. Let's kick things off with a classic that's still a favorite today, pigs in a blanket. These bite-sized snacks became an instant hit in the 60s, thanks to the convenience of Pillsbury's crescent rolls. Imagine the aroma of buttery, golden dough wrapped around a juicy sausage, fresh out of the oven. Easy to make and even easier to eat, pigs in a blanket quickly became the ultimate party food. Their small size made them perfect for mingling, allowing guests to enjoy a savory treat without needing utensils. They were versatile enough to be served at both casual gatherings and holiday celebrations, embodying the spirit of 60s parties, where food was all about fun and flavor. These bite-sized delights truly became a crowd favorite. But if you think pigs in a blanket were the height of 60s comfort food, just wait until we dive into the creamy, indulgent world of chicken a la king. Chicken a la king, luxurious comfort food. Chicken a la king was the crown jewel of dinner parties in the 60s, offering a combination of tender chicken and rich, creamy sauce that felt like a warm hug on a plate. This dish often included colorful bell peppers and mushrooms, adding both flavor and a visual pop. Typically served over toast points, rice, or flaky puff pastry, chicken a la king was an ideal blend of sophistication and comfort. The velvety sauce, wrapped around juicy chicken and vegetables, created a luxurious experience with every bite. Hosts loved its versatility. It could be an elegant entree for formal dinners or a comforting main for family gatherings. The indulgent flavors and creamy texture made it a favorite for anyone looking to impress guests. Now, if you're ready for something fun and a little healthier, get ready to experience the playful nostalgia of ants on a log. Ants on a log, a fun and healthy snack. Who says healthy snacks can't be fun? Ants on a log brought a playful twist to 60s parties, becoming especially popular with kids. But let's be honest, adults enjoyed them just as much. This whimsical treat starts with a crunchy celery stick, filled with a generous spread of peanut butter, and topped with ants, raisins, marching along the groove. The combination of textures, crisp celery, creamy peanut butter, and chewy raisins, made it as enjoyable to eat as it was to make. Ants on a log was a simple, nutritious snack that proved good food didn't need to be complicated. Some variations included cream cheese or cottage cheese instead of peanut butter, with cranberries or chocolate chips replacing raisins for a twist. Ants on a log was an iconic 60s treat that brought smiles to all ages. But if you thought this snack was colorful, wait until we dive into the vibrant world of JellO Creations. JellO Creations, the wiggly centerpiece. Nothing captures the essence of retro food quite like a colorful JellO mold. These wobbly, jiggly desserts were a must-have at 60s gatherings, adding both color and fun to the table. The creative possibilities were endless, from lime JellO salad with pineapple and shredded carrots to the iconic strawberry pretzel salad that mixed sweet and salty flavors. JellO molds were often layered with fruits, nuts, and even cottage cheese, creating unique blends of flavors and textures. Shaped in intricate molds, these desserts not only tasted great but looked stunning, bringing a splash of color to any party spread. JellO's versatility and visual appeal made it a true showstopper at every event. Hosts loved how easy it was to prepare in advance, freeing them up to focus on other dishes. For a savory snack that packed just as much flavor and nostalgia, let's explore the party cheese ball. Party cheese ball, the perfect spread. The party cheese ball was more than just a snack. It was a centerpiece of 60s gatherings. This savory delight combined cream cheese, sharp cheddar, and various seasonings, all rolled into a ball and coated with crunchy nuts or fresh herbs. The cheese ball was served alongside crackers or fresh vegetables, making it both versatile and visually appealing. It was easy to prepare in advance, which made it perfect for busy hosts. With its rich, creamy texture and bold flavors, the cheese ball was a crowd pleaser that kept guests coming back for more. People loved gathering around this snack, breaking off crackers and spreading a bit of cheese. The party cheese ball brought people together and added a touch of elegance to any table. Ready for something fresh and elegant? Let's slice into the timeless appeal of stuffed cherry tomatoes. Stuffed cherry tomatoes, a fresh and fancy appetizer. Stuffed cherry tomatoes added a touch of elegance to any 60s gathering, bringing color and flavor in one small bite. These juicy, bright red tomatoes were hollowed out and filled with a creamy mixture made of cream cheese, mayonnaise, and fresh herbs like chives, parsley, or dill. For an extra kick, some recipes included garlic or a sprinkle of onion powder. To finish, a dusting of paprika or a tiny slice of olive elevated the look, making these appetizers as beautiful as they were tasty. Perfect for mingling, stuffed cherry tomatoes were easy to eat in a single bite, allowing guests to enjoy the fresh, tangy flavors without needing utensils. Their fresh taste and eye-catching appearance made them a hit on party spreads. For an appetizer that was the height of sophistication in the 60s, let's explore the luxurious shrimp cocktail. Shrimp cocktail, the Swanky starter. Shrimp cocktail was the ultimate status symbol on any 60s party table, exuding a sense of elegance and sophistication. This classic appetizer featured chilled, plump shrimp arranged in a glass filled with a tangy cocktail sauce. Presentation was key. Shrimp were draped around the edge of the glass and garnished with lemon wedges or sprigs of parsley, creating a stunning visual. The cocktail sauce, a blend of ketchup, horseradish, Worcestershire sauce, and lemon juice, added a zesty punch that complemented the delicate sweetness of the shrimp. Shrimp cocktail's simplicity and stunning presentation made it a timeless favorite, one that has remained popular even today. Hosts loved its easy preparation and upscale look, which set the tone for an elegant evening. From this sophisticated starter, let's move to the bold and dramatic world of Baked Alaska. Baked Alaska, the show-stopping dessert. Baked Alaska was more than just a dessert. It was a true spectacle that wowed guests with both flavor and flair. This iconic 60s treat featured a dome of ice cream perched on a sponge cake base, all enrobed in a thick layer of fluffy meringue. Just before serving, the meringue was flambéed, creating a stunning visual display as flames danced across its surface. The contrast of hot and cold, the crisp toasted meringue outside and the cold, creamy ice cream inside, made each bite unforgettable. Baked Alaska was the perfect grand finale for any meal, bringing drama and indulgence to the table. Hosts loved the wow factor it brought, often leaving guests in awe. But for a simpler, timeless appetizer that never goes out of style, let's go back to basics with the beloved deviled eggs. Deviled eggs, the timeless appetizer. Deviled eggs were a classic choice at 60s parties, combining simplicity and elegance in a single bite. These appetizers were made by hard-boiling eggs, slicing them in half, and scooping out the yolks. The yolks were then mixed with creamy mayonnaise, tangy mustard, and spices before being spooned back into the egg whites. A sprinkle of paprika or a small olive slice on top added color and extra flavor, elevating the presentation. Deviled eggs were easy to make in large batches, making them ideal for parties and gatherings where feeding a crowd was essential. Their creamy, tangy filling nestled in the egg white made them an instant crowd pleaser. Deviled eggs brought a touch of vintage charm to any table and were a reliable favorite. But if you're craving something warm, cheesy, and deeply comforting, Welsh Rarebit is the dish for you. Welsh Rarebit, the cheesy comfort food. Welsh Rarebit was the ultimate comfort food, bringing a taste of British cuisine to American tables in the 60s. This simple yet indulgent dish featured a creamy cheese sauce poured over toasted bread, creating a savory, warming treat. The cheese sauce, typically made with sharp cheddar, was seasoned with a hint of mustard, Worcestershire sauce, and a pinch of cayenne pepper for added depth and spice. Once the sauce was poured over the toast, the dish was broiled until the cheese bubbled and turned golden brown, adding a satisfying crunch. Welsh Rarebit was cozy and comforting, perfect for cold evenings or casual get-togethers. This dish proved that sometimes the simplest recipes are the most satisfying. For a sophisticated appetizer that took cocktail parties by storm, let's move on to the intriguing flavors of Rumaki. Rumaki, a sophisticated appetizer. Rumaki was a fashionable appetizer in the 60s, offering a unique combination of flavors and textures. This dish featured chicken livers and crunchy water chestnuts, marinated in a sweet savory blend of soy sauce, ginger, and sometimes a hint of brown sugar. Each piece was then wrapped in smoky bacon and broiled to perfection, resulting in a crisp, juicy bite. The combination of the rich chicken liver, crisp water chestnut, and savory bacon made Rumaki an appetizer with real depth of flavor. Rumaki was a popular choice at cocktail parties, where it quickly disappeared from trays due to its bold taste and satisfying texture. Hosts loved it for its sophistication and the way it brought an element of excitement to their parties. But for an iconic, easy-to-make dip that also became a staple, let's explore Lipton Onion Soup Dip. Lipton Onion Soup Dip, the ultimate crowd pleaser. Lipton Onion Soup Dip was the epitome of simplicity and deliciousness, making it a staple at 60s parties. This dip required just 2 ingredients, a packet of Lipton onion soup mix and a tub of sour cream. In minutes, hosts had a savory, tangy dip that paired perfectly with potato chips, fresh veggies, or crackers. Its flavor was rich and satisfying, with a bold onion taste that appealed to guests of all ages. Because it was so easy to make, Lipton Onion Soup Dip became a reliable hit, often overshadowing more elaborate dishes. Its simplicity and taste proved that sometimes the easiest recipes are the most memorable. For busy hosts, this dip was a lifesaver, adding a comforting flavor to any gathering. Speaking of comfort, another dish brought the taste of French warmth and richness to American kitchens, the classic beef bourguignon. Beef bourguignon, a French classic in American kitchens. Beef bourguignon, a hearty French stew popularized by Julia Child, became a go-to comfort food in the 60s. This rich dish featured tender chunks of beef simmered slowly in red wine with mushrooms, onions, and a blend of fresh herbs. The long cooking time allowed the flavors to meld together, resulting in a deeply savory and aromatic profile that made every bite a warming experience. Often served over mashed potatoes or egg noodles, beef bourguignon brought a touch of French sophistication to family dinners and social gatherings. Its complex flavors and tender meat elevated it above typical stews, making it feel both special and homey. This dish's popularity reflected the growing influence of French cuisine in American households. For those with a sweet tooth, however, the 60s also offered a dessert that quickly became a chocolate lover's classic, the Tunnel of Fudge Cake. Tunnel of Fudge Cake, the decadent dessert. Tunnel of Fudge Cake was a 60s sensation, winning over chocolate lovers with its gooey, fudgy center that oozed from every slice. This cake gained national attention after winning the Pillsbury Bake-Off, making it an instant hit at gatherings. The dense, moist texture and rich chocolate flavor made each bite indulgent, but the real magic lay in the fudgy tunnel that formed in the middle as it baked. This delicious surprise delighted guests and added a touch of drama to the dessert table. Often topped with a simple chocolate glaze or dusting of powdered sugar, it looked elegant and tasted heavenly. Tunnel of Fudge Cake was easy to make, adding to its appeal as a go-to dessert for any occasion. But if you were looking for something lighter and more refined for guests, finger sandwiches were another cherished choice in the 60s. Finger sandwiches, the party's delight. Finger sandwiches, also known as tea sandwiches, added elegance and ease to 60s gatherings, making them ideal for social events. These delicate, crustless sandwiches featured a variety of fillings like cucumber with cream cheese, chicken salad, or smoked salmon. They were typically cut into neat shapes, triangles or squares, and sometimes garnished with fresh herbs for a touch of color and flavor. Their light, refreshing taste and small, manageable size made finger sandwiches perfect for mingling guests who wanted a quick bite without needing utensils. Hosts loved their versatility and ease of preparation, allowing them to get creative with fillings while keeping things simple. Finger sandwiches were a staple for both casual get-togethers and more formal events. Now, for an iconic dessert that truly added style to any 60s dessert table, let's talk about the unforgettable Bunt Cakes. Bunt Cakes, the iconic dessert. Bunt Cakes, with their distinctive ring shape, became a baking sensation in the 60s, adding elegance and flair to dessert tables. Introduced by Nordic ware, the unique Bunt pan gave these cakes intricate patterns, making them visually stunning and instantly recognizable. Bunt Cakes came in a variety of flavors, from classic vanilla and zesty lemon to rich chocolate, offering endless opportunities for creativity and personalization. The dense, moist texture of the cake, combined with its beautiful design, made it a centerpiece at any party. Often topped with a simple glaze, a dusting of powdered sugar, or even a drizzle of chocolate, Bunt Cakes were a feast for both the eyes and the taste buds. Their ease of preparation and striking appearance ensured they were a hit at gatherings of all kinds. For guests craving savory bites, however, meatballs were another beloved party staple that never failed to please. Meatballs, a party favorite. Meatballs were a versatile and crowd-pleasing choice for 60s parties, bringing hearty flavors and a convenient finger food format to gatherings. Served on toothpicks, these bite-sized treats were easy to enjoy while mingling. Swedish meatballs, with their creamy gravy, seasoned with nutmeg and allspice, offered a comforting home-style flavor. Sweet and sour meatballs, on the other hand, delivered a tangy, zesty punch with their sticky sauce, made from ingredients like grape jelly and chili. Porcupine meatballs, mixed with rice, added a playful twist to the mix. This variety of flavors ensured there was something for everyone, making meatballs a reliable hit at events. Whether served as appetizers or the main dish, their warm, hearty taste brought a welcoming, homey vibe to any party. Now, for something golden and crispy with an international flair, let's explore the delightful world of croquettes. Croquettes. Crispy and delicious. Croquettes were crispy, golden delights that brought an international twist to 60s parties. These fried bites had a crunchy breadcrumb coating that gave way to a creamy interior filled with mashed potatoes, minced meat, seafood, or vegetables. Originating in France, croquettes were loved for their versatility and satisfying texture. Each bite delivered a delightful contrast between the crisp exterior and the soft, flavorful filling, making them a hit at gatherings. Hosts could customize croquettes with different fillings to suit their guests' tastes, adding variety to the snack table. Whether served as appetizers or a side dish, croquettes offered a satisfying crunch that made them stand out. They were easy to prepare in advance, ensuring a stress-free addition to party menus. For those who loved sharing an interactive, cheesy dish, though, nothing beat the communal joy of cheese fondue. Cheese fondue. Cheese fondue was more than just a dish. It was an experience that brought people together in the 60s. This Swiss-inspired classic featured a warm, velvety blend of Gruyere and Emmental cheese melted with white wine and a hint of garlic. Guests gathered around the fondue pot, using long forks to dip bite-sized pieces of crusty bread, vegetables, or even apples into the gooey cheese. The interactive nature of fondue made it a social centerpiece, encouraging conversation and laughter while sharing delicious bites. Cheese fondue was a cozy, indulgent dish that was especially popular at intimate gatherings or during the colder months. Its rich, creamy flavor and communal vibe ensured it was always a hit. Hosts loved the simplicity of preparation, as the melted cheese and accompaniments did all the work. From this cheesy favorite, let's move to a dessert that combined sweetness and tropical charm. Pineapple upside-down cake. Pineapple upside-down cake. Pineapple upside-down cake was a visually stunning and delicious dessert that brought tropical flair to 60s parties. The preparation began with a layer of buttery brown sugar syrup spread at the bottom of the pan. Pineapple rings were arranged in this syrup, with bright maraschino cherries nestled in the center of each ring for a pop of color. A rich cake batter was poured over the top, and after baking, the cake was flipped onto a serving platter to reveal a caramelized fruit topping. The moist texture and sweet, tangy flavors of pineapple and cherries made this dessert both refreshing and indulgent. Its vibrant appearance and ease of preparation made it a party favorite, as it looked elegant without requiring complicated techniques. Pineapple upside-down cake brought a taste of the tropics to any gathering. For a simpler but equally satisfying snack, stuffed celery offered a refreshing crunch. Stuffed celery. Stuffed celery was a light, refreshing appetizer that brought both flavor and texture to 60s party spreads. Crisp celery sticks were trimmed into manageable pieces and filled with a creamy, savory mixture. Cream cheese and peanut butter were the most popular fillings, but variations included blue cheese, pimento cheese, or even cottage cheese for a tangy twist. For added flavor and texture, chopped olives, nuts, or fresh herbs were mixed into the filling or used as a garnish. Stuffed celery provided a nice balance to the richer, heavier dishes on the table, offering guests a crunchy, satisfying bite. Its simplicity made it a go-to for hosts, as it required minimal preparation and could easily be adapted to different tastes. Whether served as a standalone snack or alongside other appetizers, stuffed celery was a versatile option that completed any party spread with ease and charm. Thanks for joining us on this nostalgic journey through 60s party food. These dishes brought people together and added flavor to every celebration. If you enjoyed these classics, don't forget to like and subscribe for more delicious nostalgia.